And finally, new rule: if something about the human race is changing at a previously unprecedented rate, we have to at least discuss it. Broken down over time, the LGBT population of America seems to be roughly doubling every generation. According to a recent Gallup poll, less than 1% of Americans born before 1946, that's Joe Biden's generation, identify that way. 2.6% of boomers do, 4.2% of Gen X, 10.5% of millennials, and 20.8% of Gen Z. Which means if we follow this trajectory, we will all be gay in 2054. I'm just saying that when things change this much, this fast, people are allowed to ask, what's up with that?
Well.
Hey everybody, look who's here. Wow, I didn't expect to see him here. Welcome, come on in, Bill. Bill Maher, welcome. Welcome to the MAGA party. Nobody expected to see you. But guess what, folks? Welcome back to the Angry American. Guess what? We are literally experimenting on children. There's going to be problems. Bill Maher takes on the dangers of the radical trans movement. Now, Bill has, in a lot of ways, caused a lot of the problems that we have now with his far left extreme views. But he's been slowly trying to sneak out the back door of the radical theater without being noticed. Then he's going to say he was never there. But in his defense, I must say that we knew, he didn't know. What we knew was eventually your radical views are not going to be radical enough. Enough is never enough with the left. And he made some very valid points. And if you haven't seen this clip, it's well worth watching. It's on Twitter, so I would go check it out. It's some good commentary, and it's kind of funny. And he makes a lot of valid points that we've been making the whole time. So what I would say is that Bill Maher agrees with me. I don't agree with him. He's the one coming around to the right way of thinking. I've been saying that they are cultivating this gay explosion of gay kids. It's not a natural occurrence. They've been cultivating it, and it's trendy. Imagine that.
Dr. Erica Anderson is a prominent 71-year-old clinical psychologist who is herself transgender and who now says, I think it's gone too far. The LA Times summarizes, she's come to believe that some children identifying as trans are falling under the influence of their peers and social media. If you attend a small dinner party of typically very liberal upper-income Angelenos, it is not uncommon to hear parents who each have a trans kid having a conversation about that. What are the odds of that happening in Youngstown, Ohio? If this spike in trans children is all natural, why is it regional? Either Ohio is shaming them or California is creating them.
The Hollywood types, California, Salty's stomping grounds, are creating this mess. No offense to you, Salty. I know you're a victim also of California. But let's get right to it. Bill Maher took on the trans movement this week on his far-left HBO show. They say that was brave. For several weeks now, Bill Maher has been sounding more like an average Republican voter and less like the radical lunatics running the country, Hollywood and social media. Bill Maher argued against transitioning children. Bill Maher made a lot of valid points, and he is going to become the next victim of the far left revenge. He said some really good shit in this clip, let me tell you. And at one point, he even said what I already knew was true, and you already knew probably was true, is that even being a gay man is not trendy enough.
Compared to trans, gay is practically cis, and cis is practically Mormon. And
so gay men aren't even cool. I mean, it used to be like the trendy thing. Oh, my son, he's gay. Okay. Now it's like, that's basically a cisgendered male now. You have to be trans or better now I don't know where they're going to go next. I don't know what the next step beyond cutting your dick off is. I'm not sure what the next step is, because it's going to keep going. They always ratchet up because one becomes boring, it's no longer trendy, and they got to ratchet up. I don't know. There's nowhere else to go. Once you cut that off, you're pretty much done. So I don't know where they're going to go from here. Maybe it'll go all the way up, and then it'll be cool to be straight again. I sure as fuck hope so. Wouldn't that be nice? Holy Christ. Because I don't know how much further down the road they can go with this shit. But I will say that, in all seriousness, it is really fucking our kids up, and it's got to stop. These people are fawning and praising and giving, and I've said this in videos recently, what do children crave? Children crave attention. What do they know for sure? Nothing. They're children. At one point he said, if children knew, he said, gender fluid, he said, everything in a child's life is fluid. 1 minute they want to be an astronaut, the next minute they want to be a cop. He said if children knew at 8 years old what they wanted to be, the world would be filled with astronauts and pirates. You know what I mean? It's just not real. And for these parents, these irresponsible, asshole, psycho parents that are irreparably damaging their children, it's going to come and bite you in the ass. And I hate to say it, but I'll be glad when it happens. But I'm sad for the child because you fucked them up beyond. You can't fix them now. They're broken. So I hope to God that his message, he's got way more followers, a way larger audience. I just hope that people are listening, but I can guarantee you this, he's going to be attacked and attacked hard. I've already been on Twitter, and you've got the extreme left flunkies already going after him hard. He did this knowing that the end is coming for the trans craze. I don't think there's anywhere else for it to go. Once being gay is no longer cool enough, a gay man, a gay man is basically a straight white dude. Once that mark has been hit and the only thing left is this extremely creepy groomers and, drag queen library hour and all this. I mean, it's got to stop. So they're going to hit a wall, hopefully, because, like I said, I don't know where else they're going to go from here. So Bill sees the end is coming for this shit. He knows that the House and the Senate will be ours come November. And then the next step will be the presidency for our side, because they swung that pendulum so hard going off in the crazy world that it's swinging back real hard the other way. And America's had enough. Just speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't go along with this it's trendy shit, because it's a mess and they're fucking our kids up. So don't be afraid to be called a transphobe, because that really means fucking nothing. Because nobody gives a shit what adults do. You think you're a chick? Fine. But don't fucking tell a kid that they're a chick and dress them up in a dress, a little boy. Because a little boy's going to do whatever mom wants him to do, because he wants the attention, and he'll dance around. I saw a video the other day. It was creepy as fuck. This parent dressed up their little boy like a girl. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's a child.
But you don't want it for school. Can you tell me why?
Because last time I wore a dress to school, everybody called me a girl.
Oh. Well, what did we learn from My Shadow is Pink?
Even when you wear a dress, you're not a girl.
Anyway, guys, if you haven't seen this video, it's worth a watch. And if he's going to come around to our side, welcome, Bill. Welcome to the MAGA party, buddy. Welcome to the real world, friend. Because even he sees they've gone so far out of bounds that it hasn't made sense in a long time. But you're a fool to go along with this. Anyway, guys, until next time, be aware of your surroundings at all times, because some crazy shit be popping off out here. Peace. Peace out.
Pressure. True international effort to pressure. What kind of country we're going to be? 4 more years of George. He is going to find our. Thank you.